Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us on this special Monday. Of course, tomorrow's a holiday for Waitangi Day. Not all of us got today off work. Anyway, let's get into it. The current wind map, I've gone wider angle because I want to show you two things. One, look at this big low in the Southern Ocean. That's the reason why many people in the South Island are saying it feels like autumn already, because you are getting this much cooler change in airflows. Daytime highs in some places down by 20 degrees on where they were just a couple of weeks ago or a week and a half ago. So that's a dramatic change. That's the reason why it feels much cooler. But there is a high over in Australia. It's coming your way. Things are going to warm up this week. The other feature, we've got a couple of lows up here in the tropics. One of them is going to drift down our way. The other one, I think, could turn into a tropical cyclone. It's that time of the year, plus with La Nina, it means we are at an increased risk of tropical lows. And there is a lot of activity going on in the tropics over the next couple of weeks. So I did say we've got a high coming in, so things are actually going to calm down for the most part this week. This is how we look on Waitangi Day itself. Still cold down around Southland and coastal Otago. You've got those cold winds blowing through. Temperatures are well down on where they were. Showers blowing through some areas and across the island. There might even be a dusting of snow on the ranges overnight tonight. But other than that, just a couple of showers linger around the inland and western sides of the North Island. Not enough to help for those who are in drought. And for those going to Waitangi, it is looking beautiful up there at the moment, at least for Waitangi Day. It looks like a sunny day as the southwest winds blow through. But when we get to Wednesday, the winds turn from southwest to southeast, and that's the first indicator that there's something happening up to our north here. Big high pressure system coming on in, that is going to settle things down over the South Island. You might see a few early showers lingering around Southland. As the day goes on, things start to warm up. This high brings back more normal temperatures. And by the way, parts of Canterbury may not be affected so much by the cooler winds over the next couple of days, but the whole country should notice that it's not quite as hot as it has been. But you might find when this system starts to develop, we get that humidity coming back. So by Thursday, this could be getting fairly humid up here in the north. I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be overly hot, but the air's going to get damper. And so when we get that dampness in the air, you get this area of rain coming down. This is all the easterlies between the big blocking high in the South Island and the developing low up there to the north. And that easterly could bring in a few showers to the eastern side of the North Island. Then we get to Friday, and I've gone widescreen so you can see why we're getting these easterlies. They are being pulled in by this area of low pressure. It's just sinking air pressure, which is dropping into the Tasman Sea. We've also got a low down here and a high. So there's quite a lot going on. That's going to continue the dry, mostly dry, warm weather around the end of the week in the South Island. That should be around there still. In the north, a lot of people are saying, oh, the forecasts are chopping and changing. Well, this is why. Look at the fine line between rain that's in the tropics and dry. And that's all caught up in this easterlies. So if that high just breathes a bit over the country here, this big area of high pressure, that expands just a little bit, it pushes all that wet weather north. If it shrinks just a little bit, or the wind flow changes just a little bit, it can make a huge difference. So it's not the weather forecast flip-flopping, it's actually trying to make sense of exactly what is going on so that we can fine-tune it for you as we go in towards the weekend. And this is how Saturday looks. There's a low over here, there's a bigger one up here in the tropics. It's all going to be sinking south with rain attached to it, which means the west coast could be getting more rain coming in, but we're not seeing a storm at this stage. It's just a low pressure system. We will keep you posted on that though. There is a fair bit of life up here. This one up here could turn into a cyclone, and there's plenty of energy going on in the tropics. But for Saturday itself, northeasterlies coming in, humidity starts to lift, drizzle patches, afternoon downpours. We know this forecast. So that is all from me. Enjoy your Waitangi Day. Have a great day, and we'll see you again on Wednesday.